On example 4, we're going to look at simplifying some expressions. Let's take a look at part A. We're asked to simplify this quantity negative 4a all raised to the second power. So the parentheses indicate that that exponent 2 is assigned to both the negative 4 and the a. So we're going to think of this as negative 4 squared times a squared. Well, negative 4 times negative 4 is 16, and a squared is just a squared. So that's how we'll simplify this expression in part A. In part B, we have a negative exponent, and we need to remember that negative exponents mean reciprocal. So we're going to think of this quantity, negative 4b to the negative third, as 1 over the quantity negative 4b to the third power. After we take the reciprocal, our exponent becomes positive, and now it's just like part A. We're going to have 1 over negative 4 cubed times b cubed. And we can simplify this to 1 over negative 64 times b cubed. This answer is fine as it is, but with a fraction, we can have our negative sign in the numerator, in the denominator, or out in front of the fraction. We like to put our negative signs in the numerator. So we'll call this negative 1 over 64b cubed. Moving on to part C. We have 6c to the fourth power times c squared. Well, there's a shortcut. We're going to multiply 6 times c to the fourth times c to the second. Well, c to the fourth power, that's 4 factors of c. C to the second power is 2 factors. So multiplying those together will make a total of 6 factors of c. 6 times c to the sixth power. The shortcut there, that's going to be 6 times c to the 4 plus 2. We add the exponents. And if you don't remember why, I'll show you. 6c to the fourth power is 6 times c times c times c times c times c squared times c times c. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 factors of c. All right, part D looks a little hairy, so we're going to go one fraction at a time. First, we've 4d cubed over 6d to the fifth power. We're going to look at this fraction first. There's a couple ways to look at this. First of all, we recognize 4/6 can be reduced to 2/3. One way to look at this is by using the rules of exponents. We divide in terms with the same base so we can subtract their exponents. D to the 3 minus 5. Top minus bottom always. Well, 3 minus 5 is negative 2, so we can call this d to the negative second power. Well, that's the same thing as 2/3 times 1 over d squared, which is just 2 times 3d squared. Now we're going to go back and look at this another way, and we'll get the same answer. You can look at it and say, well, there's 3 factors of d on top, 5 factors of d on bottom, and when these cancel, all the d's in the numerator are gone, and there's 2 factors of d left on the bottom, leaving us d squared in the denominator. So either way you look at it, our first term is going to be 2 over 3d squared. Now let's look at this second expression, second fraction, second term. Well, this looks kind of nasty, but let's not be fooled. If this was simply 9z to the fourth power over 12z, we would see that 4 factors of z in the numerator and 1 factor in the denominator would simplify to have just 3 factors of z in the numerator. Well, in this case, let's let our x minus y be treated like our variable z. If you take 9/12 and simplify it, we'll get 3/4. And we will have 3 factors in the numerator of this quantity x minus y. Okay. And the last term, 10 times z to the 0th power. As long as z is not 0, anything to the 0th power is 1. 10 times 1 is 10. So we'll call this plus 10. So our final answer will look like this. 2 over 3d squared plus 3 times the quantity x minus y cubed all over 4 plus 10. Going one step at a time makes that problem simpler for us to grasp. Now let's move on to part E. All right, this is to drive home the fact that negative exponents mean reciprocal. We're going to look at a negative exponent with a little different look to it. We have 3 over theta. That's a Greek letter theta. It's like any other variable, x or y. The parentheses tell us that the exponent 4 is being applied to everything. So we have 3 to the 4th power over theta to the 4th power times. Now we have theta over 9 to the negative 2nd power. Well, negative exponents mean reciprocal. So the reciprocal of theta over 9 is 9 over theta. After we take our reciprocal, the exponent becomes positive. Okay. Now, the parentheses indicate that our 2 goes with both the 9 and the theta. So we get 3 to the 4th power over theta to the 4th power times 9 squared over theta squared. So now let's go to work. 3 to the 4th power is 81. 9 squared is 81. Now let's multiply. Numerator times numerator, 81 times 81 makes 6,561. Theta to the 4th power times theta to the 2nd power makes theta to the 6th power. There you have it. Hopefully this video was helpful. As always, if you have any questions, bring them to class, or bring them to seminar, or bring them in before or after school. Thanks for watching. Good luck in your practice problems.